morning, everybody. It is so good to see you this Wednesday morning from the North Carolina Zoo, Asheboro, North Carolina, right in the smack dab in the middle of the state. This is Zoo Adventures. My name is Steve. I'm an educator here. Who's behind the camera? Megan. Megan! We're going in there, Megan. You know where this is? You guys know where we are? Asia! Now, it's a real construction site. Got my hat, got my goggles, got my gloves, got my vest, everything good. We're going to meet Eric, and he's going to take us in. As a matter of fact, I think I'm seeing him coming up here real quick. Eric's doing work. There's a big old dump truck coming. How you doing, Eric?
Hey, Steve.
How are things?
Doing well, doing well.
Good.
Good to see you today.
Thank you.
Glad you got your hard hat and safety glasses and gloves on, you know.
I'm all ready.
Looking good.
I
So,
appreciate the information.
Yeah,
we took
absolutely.
the test. We took the little quiz.
Yep.
Had to watch the video.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
we've done that.
Yes, sir.
So everything is good that way.
Good deal.
And you're with
Rodgers Builders.
Rodgers Builders.
Yep.
And Eric's going to go with us on a tour through Asia. Are we really going all the way inside?
Yes, sir. We're going to go all the way inside.
No way. Are you all ready to go inside with us?
I am.
Yeah? Let's do this. So here we go.
Hey, amigo. Pause for a moment. Thank you.
So here we go. Megan is showing you all the entrance on the Asia side to the new continent. Look at the artwork on that wall. So the guests, you would be coming through that gate and down this bridge. Beautiful views. See what's behind us. Exciting. Eric, what's your title?
Senior Superintendent.
Senior Superintendent.
Yes, sir.
That's how lucky we are. We have Eric with us today. Thank you so much, Eric.
Yes, sir.
With Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
Let's make sure we get the right name.
Yes, sir.
Well, who is Rodgers? What is the
Rodgers is an organization that started 60 years ago.
60?
Yes, sir. BD Rodgers started our company with $5,000, and he had the mindset that he wanted to build buildings better, and that's our purpose and what we do.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to see it today.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
this is an amazing project which is going on. Has Rodgers been part of projects like this in the past? Any kind of zoos or aquariums, other places?
Matter of fact, we have.
Oh, yeah.
We have worked at Riverbank Zoo. We are doing a current project at Discovery Place for otters. And we're also doing an aquarium. But we've also, more importantly, have been on this site previously as well.
Yes,
we
you
did
have.
the baboon holding project, the new service road that leads out to the plains,
Oh, I didn't know.
as well
Okay.
as did the pathway that comes from where the old I can't remember the name of that place, but anyway, the old tent they used to hang
Oh,
out
the
there.
Pavilion.
The pavilion.
Okay.
Yes, we did the pathways over at the pavilion
No
area.
way. So baboon, more roads, amazing work. So it's awesome to have you guys with
Yes,
us
sir.
today. That's fantastic.
Yep.
And the work's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Megan, let's see if we can show them a little bit of what's behind us. And if Eric, if you don't mind, kind of what are we looking at here from the right and back?
Okay, so what we're looking at here from the right to the back, this is the gift shop
Okay.
that is tied back into the new cafe area.
So where that swoopy roof is
Yes,
the cafe.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is the cafe. Here in the front side, this is the habitat for the Komodo dragons. It's the exterior habitat that will be part that is tied in back to the view pavilion. If you can see over
Okay.
here to your left, the little holes that are into that building that
Yep.
allows the Komodo dragons to come in and out from the building to the
Really?
exterior. And beyond, we have the tiger exhibits that are going through. We got warty pig, vulture crane, hornbill that sit back there in
Yep.
the back.
So what are the chances we can go back there?
We can walk back there right now.
Can we?
Yes, sir.
Digital friends, you want to go back there?
I do.
I didn't ask you. All right, digital friends, here we go. Hang tight. Eric, we are now in a building.
Yes, sir.
Where are we?
This is what we would call the view pavilion.
View Pavilion.
Yes, sir. And so behind me is the Gibbons area.
This is the Gibbons.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Told you there was Gibbons coming, everybody.
Yep.
Wow. Neat. There's a lot of gap here, a lot of space. Is this going to be filled with dirt or anything?
Yes, this will be filled with dirt on the
All
interior
of that?
side. Yes, sir.
Wow, that is so cool. I want to show them one thing. Megan, can you come here? Because didn't you say there's a way to get out of this? This is not the gibbons only space.
That's correct. That's correct. They can get out. There's openings.
Oh, can you see him, Megan?
That allows them to go out into the otter habitat.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
That's so neat. So this is just one area. And if Megan, if you can kind of spin around and show them what else is over there. There's a lot of reptiles that are going to be in here, digital friends. This one that Megan's showing you right now is going to be a monitor lizard, big old monitor lizard. There'll be some small, habitats for some of the smaller animals as well. This is also the building that's going to house the Komodo dragons. What? Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, Eric, there's one more room in here that's really more important than any other room.
Yes, sir.
I mean, everybody thinks that the gibbons are important. Everybody thinks the Komodo is important. But what's this room right behind us?
This is the classroom. This is where people will be able to come in and get educated and learn more about the animals as far as what's here on the zoo exhibits.
And the most important room in the building.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good job, Eric. Nice.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And in here, let's take a peek real quick. I think I got Eric pulled over to our side now. And this is the classroom. How cool is this? A dedicated classroom in the new View Pavilion in the Asia habitat. This window, looking into gibbons. What are some things that are going to be happening in here? Like Eric said, a lot of education, a lot of cool programs going to be going on in here. And overnights in Asia. Stay tuned. More information along those in time. So what does a habitat look like before the animals are in there and before it's all dressed up? This is the kind of stuff that Rodgers put together. Check out this. This is the Komodo Dragon habitat. There are planters in there. There's a pool on the left-hand side. At the bottom of that space is a pool. Big planter in the middle. There's a door back there. You can't really see the door, maybe a little bit of the door. And then another area for the animals to rest. And right in front, you can't see it right now because there's nothing there to see. There's going to be a hot rock and radiant heat as well. Komodo before the Komodos. Digital friends, Megan is showing you, you just walked off the bridge. As you come up the path a little bit, and again, it's dirt and mud now, which it should be. You're going to pass the gift shop. My guess is a lot of these big vehicles will be gone by then. There's the cafe. We'll go in there in a second. Come back to me and Eric. And then she continues panning that way. River otter back here on the back left. Mixed species river otters, gibbons. And then there's that view pavilion. We just came out of there. Where are we standing now, Eric?
Steve, we're currently standing in the main plaza area.
We're in the main plaza?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good deal. And the guests can go in these two buildings.
That is correct.
Construction site, as well it should be. Should be a construction site. And guests can enter either one of these two buildings.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
They can go in the view pavilion, they can go into the cafe, which makes a ton of sense.
That is correct.
And this is kind of that landing zone, kind of the beginning of the rest of the experience.
That is correct.
There are animals here, but behind us are some amazing opportunities for our guests to see. One question that I have, and maybe some of our digital friends have, are there like checkpoints or like milestones for you all on a big project like this? How do you kind of keep up with it?
So, Steve, we in the beginning set up the project based on a schedule that we go through. And the way we gauge the milestones is like, for instance, cafe. When we hit, what we would call a topping out, it's actually something that's traditional to construction industry. When you reach the highest plateau of your site, you really take the guys and you have a luncheon for them and you celebrate the achievements that everybody has done on this project. And the good thing about this job is it has lent itself to where the habitats and the smaller buildings,
Sure.
will start to close out, and we start to make the job site smaller.
Oh, wow.
What
Okay.
that does is that gives us a gauge for our team to say, hey, these are achievements that we've been able to accomplish, and that's always our goal, is to make the job site smaller.
Wow. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of chipping away,
Yes, sir.
and as you continue doing that.
Yes, sir.
And y'all have been here from essentially day one,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
That's amazing. August 17th, I believe, was groundbreaking. We're taping this today on January, I think it's 28th. So just kind of give you an idea. We haven't aired it then. You'll see it in a little bit. We're airing it on January 28th. And so much work has been done. And you've been able to reach those milestones along the way.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's kind of a big deal. Megan, can you kind of shoot back down that way? Digital friends, you want to go see where some of the animals are going to live?
Yes, please.
Let's do it. We're making our way into where the rest of the animals are,
Yes, sir.
which is amazing. Any unique features that we can maybe give our guests a sneak preview of?
That's a good question, Steve.
Thanks.
So when you look here on this area right here, this is the tiger habitat. You got tiger
wow.
habitat on this side here.
Yeah.
You also got a tiger habitat on this side here.
Tigers and tigers.
Yes.
How
and
do you-
so
how do they-
these two towers right here, there's going to be crossings in order for the tigers to be able to come across. So people will actually walk here, and the tigers will be crossing over them.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that if I walk up here, what I thought was a window is really a door?
It's a transfer chute, yes.
That's a transfer chute for tigers.
Yes, sir.
So you can be a tiger walking over top of me here.
Yes, sir.
And you said there's another one back
Yes,
there.
sir. What we call a fallen tree right there. It's the same concept there.
Right
That is
there.
actually rock work that is on top of steel that allows the tiger to go transfer in the chute.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And it looks amazing.
It does. It does.
Megan, can you show them the rock work? It looks like a fallen tree.
It does. Our Edge, our rock work contractor, they have done a phenomenal job out here. Been thoroughly impressed with their work.
Good to hear. That's really fun. So tigers this way, and then what's right over here? Megan, can you show them what's going on over here?
So over here this is part of tiger, but on the other side over there is the otter area.
Oh, wow.
That is where the otter habitat is. And as we talked about earlier, the gibbons will be able to come into that space
Okay.
as well. And so you can see the trees that are there as far as in the otter area. There's a lot of things that are going on there. There's actually going to be a chute around the perimeter there for the tigers to be able to walk around.
To walk around that
Yes, sir.
habitat.
Yes, sir. So
Whoa.
it's going to be an interesting finish when it's all said and done. Just
That
a lot of
is
exposure
really
to the tigers. So
You can be able to see them from a lot of different
Yes, sir.
viewpoints. They can be in different places.
Yep.
You're not sure where they're going to be.
right.
Digital friends, how about this for another little inside nugget? Your education team is working on a really cool program that will hopefully let you track where those tigers are. And being here with Eric today, hearing more of it, it's going to be even that much more interesting because I didn't know about being able, they're going to be kind of in more locations than just the two habitats. That's something for you to be on the lookout for, digital guests. I think it's been an amazing experience for you, a fun activity while you're inside. Might not be a fair, can we keep going?
Yeah.
Megan, we can keep going, come on. Eric, earlier you were saying when we were off camera that Rodgers is all about safety, right?
Yes, sir.
Didn't you just tell me we are inside the tiger habitat now?
Yes, sir.
That doesn't sound safe.
Well, the tigers aren't on site yet, Steve, so I believe you're pretty safe right now.
Okay. All right. You feel good about it? I feel good about it. Whew. All right. Let's take a little tour of being inside. Who gets to go inside a tiger habitat? Let's kind of go behind the scenes for our digital guests.
Okay.
Megan's going to be walking her camera. Let's watch where Megan goes. What's Megan looking at right now again?
So right now she's looking at the area where the guests will be able to go under the tiger chute, and the tiger chute will allow the tigers to come off the tower right there. And if you come on back to the right there, as they come out of the chute, there will be another pathway. If you look at the steel columns right there, that's part of the chute itself that will land them into this building.
This building?
Yes, sir. That's
All right.
that's what we call the tiger holding building, and that's where the tigers will be taken care of as far as
Okay.
their vets and everything else. So as far as the keepers taking care of the
Yeah, yeah.
tigers, that's where they will be in that holding building.
there's a little safety spot for them if they got to do any work, pull them off habitat if they got to do some work on habitat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going around here. Just keep going around the corner. This is amazing. Look at this view, digital friends. Now I get it, we're in the tiger habitat.
So again, this is just kind of going around here. The steel post that you see there,
Yeah.
that's what will the caging will be attached to.
Okay.
Which keeps the tigers contained in this space.
Sure.
And then if you look over here, this is what we would call the king post right here,
Okay.
and the tower that's built, and everything streams off of that. So there'll be netting that goes up above, because tigers can be very jumping animals.
Yeah, big time climbers
That's right,
too.
big time climbers. So we definitely want to protect the public as well as protect the tigers.
Yeah.
And
behind us in front where Megan's kind of shooting back, there is the cafe, right?
that's
Just
correct.
to get
That's correct.
our
That is the south side of the cafe.
All right. And then the blue X's, the guests can look in the habitat, but
Correct.
the tigers aren't going to be right there next to it.
That's correct.
Now, I also know the tigers like water.
Yes, sir.
And you've told me in this habitat there is a water feature?
That's correct. This is
Where is that?
what we would the pool for the tigers to frolic in the water.
Yeah.
So that's where they can hang around. And the good thing is that the guests can come up to the windows and see them in their habitat.
Oh, wow.
As far as playing in the water. And then also the other windows here with the foam covering on that.
Yeah.
Those are windows that the tigers could actually get right up close to the guests. Those windows are designed for those tigers to make sure that the guests are protected as well as the tigers.
So like in our polar bear habitat now, there's underwater viewing. They can literally be
Yes, sir.
in the same space.
That's
I
correct.
get not exactly, but they can touch the glass
Yep.
where a tiger's lying
That is
against.
correct.
That is so neat. What about these last little bit of steps here?
So this bit of steps right here, as we talked about on this chute right here, when
I
the
see.
tiger comes across the chute, it allows them to actually come down into the habitat itself.
Okay. Digital friends, you've come under tigers. That's where we are right now. You've come under the tigers. I still think it's amazing. What do you think about that, Megan?
That's wicked cool.
Right?
Yeah.
100%. So you come under tiger. You come up a path here. You're going to kind of come down where I'm standing, where Megan is standing now. This will all be planted space. We'll be on a trail coming around. Again, the concrete building you see, you won't be able to see as well. That's tiger holding. You come around the corner to another habitat, which features what, Eric?
The warty pigs.
The warty pigs are in there.
Yes, sir.
That is so neat. So some of the stories we're telling in this in the Asia experience is kind of the predator-prey story. So tigers can eat warty pigs. It's a great part of the story. I know it's like, hey, wait. But when you tell the last bit, we're going to get into in a second, it's all going to make sense. So any neat features in there for warty pig?
It's got some cool features as far as the glazing areas. There's a small little viewing window for little ones to be able to walk up
Oh, no
and,
kidding.
and,
Okay.
and view the warty pigs. And so,
A little closer.
it's careful consideration as far as, when we put everything in there, in that
Yeah.
habitat. So some cool things there.
Very neat. So in general, I love this kind of question. What are you most excited about in this entire Asia continent?
Well, for me personally, this is, in my career, this has been one of the most unique projects that I have ever done.
Yeah?
And I look forward to, pursuing other ventures here at the North Carolina Zoo because, what we're doing on this project, it's always just exciting to know that you're part of something that is bigger than yourself.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool. And to see some other projects already. I don't get to sign the paperwork, but a baboon and
Yes, sir.
the pavilion work, the roads, this is amazing for sure. I think you've positioned yourself well for future opportunities here.
Absolutely.
Let's keep on coming around the corner here. So warty pig, and then what is all this? This piping.
So this is hornbill.
Oh.
And so the metal here, the brown metal, that's a pergola that comes in there. Actually be glazing there for people to come up and view. This building right here, that's actually a shared space between hornbill and vulture crane, because vulture crane's on the opposite side over there. Two separate habitats, but they have a shared building as far as holding for the staff.
Gotcha. So are you artsy enough? Could you make trees like they've made here
Absolutely
on your
not.
own?
But my guy out here, Sammy, is phenomenal in what he
I'll
does.
tell you what, it is really
Yeah.
amazing. Megan, can you zoom in a little bit on some of that work?
And just to kind of give a plug to his artistry,
Mm-hmm.
this work actually starts out with rebar.
Right.
And he actually has the vision to conform that rebar to make sure that when he does the finished product that it looks the way that it does.
It looks like a tree.
Absolutely. Wow. We have got a great group out here that does the rock work for sure.
No, absolutely you do. Digital friends, have some thumbs up for those guys, huh? So one of the things we're really excited about at the North Carolina Zoo with the Asia project is being able to bring vultures in to the space. We're so excited about that. We do some amazing work. Dr. Corinne Kendall and her team right now doing some incredible work on vultures in Africa, an animal who is really maligned. Populations have been devastated and they play such a vital role. The nickname of the vulture in Africa is the soap of the savannah. They do the same role here, cleaning up spaces, getting things cleaned up. They can digest, they can digest the animals, but they can also digest things like anthrax. So diseases you and I can get, the vultures are able to get rid of. So it's amazing and really an awesome opportunity for us to be able to highlight vultures in the new Asia continent. And this is where they're going to live.
Yes, Steve, this is where they're going to inhabit.
Be netted, right? This will
yes,
be netted
this will be netted. Again, got the steel columns. It'll all be netted. Of course, you got the rock structures there. It's kind of the perches that they can sit upon. And something to mention here that through the process of coordination with the zoo team, we actually went through and made sure that the tops of those rock structures are fitting for the feet of the vulture.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. We went through a lot of process with the zoo team and made sure we coordinated with our rock work contractor to make sure that at the end of the day that the animals are being taken care of in their habitat. And as you can see further down there, there's a little pool there for the birds to get some water. Yeah. So that way they can kind of hang out and do their thing.
We should have mentioned that. That's something you had to do throughout the entire project, I'm sure, is working pretty close with the zoo in general, but the animal team too. They know the needs of their animals and communicate that with you all.
Yes, and that's one of the things that's really unique about this construction build is because we have to have that close communication with the curators and the animal keepers to make sure that at the end of the day, when we turn this project over, that it meets the needs for the zoo keepers and everybody that takes care of the animals. Because we got to keep the animals in mind when we turn this project over.
That's who the whole entire experience is for. And you get around to it. We've got to take care of them. We're responsible for them.
That is correct.
As the animals. That's amazing. Well, thank you for that. For sure. For me, and I'm sure everybody else. We're kind of keeping that top of mind as well. Pretty cool.
Steve, wait.
Megan, what?
Why?
Why what?
The why.
We're
surrounded by whys.
The why of what?
Just ask Eric. He'll know.
Do you know what she's talking about?
I do, Steve. The whys that she's talking about is these up here. Those whys are for the primate. Those as a primate chute that is allowing the gibbons to come across and be in this area right here.
Oh, so there's a real reason there's a why.
Yes, sir. There's a real reason.
There's a why for the whys.
Answer to the why. So they're, so they're going to be able to cross this?
Yes, sir.
And then all those whys?
Yes, sir.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
So what's over here then? Is this gibbon? This must be gibbon.
This is the otter.
This is otter?
Yes, sir. This is the otter habitat.
Okay. I believe you. You've been here before. So this is otter.
Yes, sir.
Small clawed otters, right?
Yep.
And then gibbons can come overhead.
Can come overhead in the whys.
In the whys.
In the whys.
And so do they have a habitat over there?
Well, on the other side is the tigers.
How cool is that?
That sounds risky.
That is so neat. So it's all kind of tied together.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
And the separation is, if you see the posts, you have the whys for the chute, and then you also have the posts that are going up and an angle. That is the separation.
No way. That's great. It's to see it, to try to begin to envision it, seeing how this is going to work together. That's really neat. I am excited. That's going to be fun. Do you have a timeline for when you all might be done?
Right now, we are currently slated to be finished by towards the end of September.
Really?
Yes, sir.
End of September. And then it's all done, right? Animals come in.
Well, that's part of what the zoo staff will start to get ready for. And, whenever they decide that it's ready for the animals to come in, they'll bring the animals in. But our part will be completed.
Your part will be done. And then we'll be bringing in the animals We're hiring new staff for this entire experience, which is thumbs up, which is amazing. So into September, y'all will be done, and then hand it over to the zoo, and then our team comes in and puts their magic touches on it. Hort will come in, our maintenance team, I'm sure, the animal team.
It's interesting you say that because actually Hort's going to be integrated while we're doing our part. We have done a lot of planning with them to start to bring in Hort, during the construction phase.
That makes a lot of sense, actually, because where y'all are going to not be, they need to be.
That's correct.
Oh, wow, cool. Learn stuff all the time. Love it. What a great, great opportunity. Megan, Barb, y'all hungry? This is starved, yes? What would you like? We've got nothing yet.
We've got nails and screws and wood.
Right. But we are in the cafe right now. So it's kind of neat. There's restrooms. Megan, the door's over there. Restrooms. All the food equipment behind us. There's going to be a pizza oven in here, which is exciting. All of this is going to be, there's a pass-through. It's where you order your food, you pick up your food, and then, let's go down here. I want you to see this view. Project manager Barb calls it $1 million view, plus a lot of millions. So Eric, any kind of challenges with a project like that? I can imagine they're almost innumerable.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, challenges are always part of the construction process, but what really stands out to me the most on this project is, this is an 11-acre campus. And, from previous experience here on this campus, we knew that we were going to have to contend with rock and, things of that nature. So, that was a challenge in the beginning. But one of the biggest things that we face every day is making sure that we don't take away from the experience of the guest. Fortunately, we had the ability to learn through Baboon how to set that up to understand the communication with the zoo and be able to put a plan in place from the beginning to where we minimize anything that would take away from the guest experience and maintain good contact with the zoo and make sure we have close coordination to where everything really flows the way it's supposed to.
Oh, I love it. That's great. Fantastic. Well, thank you for that, for
absolutely.
sure. Megan, show them the view. Come on over here, Eric. We're going to let Megan see the view. And then let's continue around the corner here, Eric. I think it's kind of neat. So from here, Megan, Megan. Megan!
What?
We're over here.
This is a cooler view than you.
It's kind of a given, but there's a cool view over here. I promise.
Okay.
The blue X's, what are they all about?
So that's just a way for the contractor to put there as far as the glass as an identifier.
Okay.
So way, you think about all the things that are going on with equipment and everything else, and it's just, kind of highlighting, hey, there's glasses, because it's just something that we need to put out there.
Don't run into it.
That's right.
And then the last thing, Megan, I don't want to try to walk through some of this. Can you show them where the wood is down there on the glass? Let's see how good you are. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to see what you're doing.
You need your glasses for that.
Well, I have safety glasses on. Digital friends, see the wood? That's important wood. What goes on behind the wood, Eric?
Behind the wood, again, Steve, as we were in the habitat, those are the 5 windows that the tigers can actually come up close to the guest. Again, it's a specialty glass that is put there to protect the guest. So those windows are designed for the guest to have a great experience and a closeness with the tigers.
Did you hear that, digital friends? That's how close you're going to be to the tigers at the North Carolina Zoo. In the cafe, enjoying your pizza, enjoying your burger, enjoying it as whatever you're having in the cafe with a tiger as a dinner companion. Just don't be too close. Digital friends, it's been a long time coming, but we are so happy to have been able to go on Habitat with you, bring you the Asia continent. Many thanks to Eric with Rodgers, Barb, actually our planning and construction manager at the zoo, set all of this up. Got to give her a shout out as well. But look at this amazing experience. Asia coming. 2026 is still the anticipated open date. Tigers, warty pigs, vultures, hornbills, cranes, otters, Komodo dragons, other reptiles and amphibians. gibbons. The list is long. The experience will be awesome. So from North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina, the heart of the state, right smack dab in the middle. Your Zoo Adventures team today was Steve in front of the camera. Megan was behind the camera. We had some awesome help to bring you Asia. Coming soon. Hope to see you again Wednesdays at 10:30, third Wednesday of the month. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.